Hi everyone, welcome to English Story WiWi. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story.
The Glass City. The year was 2147. Humanity's first journey faster than light did not lead to a new planet. Instead, it brought them to a massive, glass-like station floating near Proxima Centauri. Captain Arjun Patel led the landing team. Dr. Elias Morgan, the ship's medic, Chief Engineer Daniel Okoro, in charge of security, and the youngest researcher, astrophysicist Hana Ishikawa, prepared for the unknown. The landing was smooth. The team stepped onto a platform that felt like solid glass. An eerie silence filled the air, broken only by their own breathing. Inside, strange corridors of glowing glass welcomed them. Walls, ceiling, and floor, all made of a transparent, light-emitting material. After a few moments, Daniel noticed something odd. "Our reflections, they're not in sync," he said, his voice a low whisper. Their images in the glass moved a few seconds ahead of their actual bodies. It was unsettling. Elias and Hana looked at their own reflections. Everyone's reflection was there, clear and distorted by time. But then, Hannah's heart pounded. Her reflection was simply gone. "My reflection, it's not there," Hana whispered, her voice trembling. The team turned to her, confused and alarmed. Just then, a pale, slender hand began to emerge from the glowing glass wall, right where Hana's image should have been. The hand grabbed Hana, pulling her into the shimmering surface. Her scream echoed through the silent corridors. As she vanished, her voice, strangely calm despite the terror, echoed, "This is not the first time you've come here." The walls began to tremble violently. The glass surfaces rippled, and countless alternate versions of the crew flickered into view. These fleeting images showed different outcomes, different choices, different lives. The city's massive dome above them started to glow, awakening. The glow intensified, bathing the corridors in an otherworldly light. A chilling voice, ancient and powerful, whispered into their minds. "Every path ends here," the voice resonated, not with sound, but directly in their thoughts. It felt like the very glass around them was speaking. Then the whisper continued, colder still. "Which one of you will stay this time?" The alternate reflections on the walls became more frantic, swirling like a storm of possibilities. The air grew heavy, thick with unseen energy. Captain Arjun tried to speak, to call out, but his voice was lost in the hum of the awakening city. The pressure was immense. The glass floor beneath their feet began to shimmer, not with light, but as if it were turning to liquid, ready to open up into an unknown abyss. Just as the floor began to yield, a new reflection appeared, clear and sharp, not ahead, but directly beneath them. It was Hana, but older, her eyes filled with a chilling, knowing sadness, looking up at them. The glass floor had opened, but instead of an abyss, it showed Hana, older, looking up at them. Her image was a silent question. Arjun, Daniel, and Elias stood frozen. Hana's voice, now clearer, echoed from everywhere and nowhere. "You are not trapped. Not yet, but the city demands a choice." The reflections on the walls grew more vivid. They saw themselves, countless versions, living different lives, making different choices. Each reflection a memory. "This station is an archive," Hana's voice explained. "A library of all possibilities, all timelines. Every soul who enters becomes part of its knowledge." They understood now. The other explorers, the ones who never returned, were here. Their memories, their experiences, woven into the very fabric of the glass city. The path led them to a vast central dome, a shimmering expanse of light. Thousands of reflections, like silent observers, gathered there. The city's voice, now a chorus of whispers, filled their minds. "To maintain balance, one must join us. or all will become part of the archive, forever. Arjun looked at his crew, then at the endless reflections. He was the captain. It was his duty. He would make the choice. He stepped forward towards the shimmering center of the dome. "I will stay," he declared, his voice firm, ready to embrace his fate. But just as he reached the edge of the light, a figure emerged from the shimmering reflections. It was Hana. She was different, radiant, glowing with the city's light, her eyes holding an ancient wisdom. "The glass city does not want death," she said, her voice calm and strong. "It wants memory. Every explorer becomes part of its knowledge. I have already joined it. That is why I returned." Hana smiled, a gentle, knowing smile. She raised her hands, and the light around her intensified, merging with the very fabric of the city. The walls of the dome shimmered, then settled into a calm stillness. The frantic reflections faded, replaced by a gentle, constant glow. A clear path, shimmering with a soft, inviting light, opened before them, leading away from the central dome, back towards their ship. They walked, no longer with fear, but with a profound understanding. Hana was not gone. She was everywhere, part of the city's eternal memory. Their ship, the Stardust, drifted away from Proxima Centauri, leaving the glass city behind. It no longer seemed a prison, but a silent guardian, a monument to humanity's endless curiosity and the echoes of every journey. The crew looked back, their hearts filled not with fear, but with a quiet hope for the future and for the knowledge held within that shimmering city. Some cities are not built to be lived in, but to remember us.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.